of experience in .NET developer in software design. Like I have experience on OOPS concept in C#.NET, and like encapsulation, polymorphism, inheritance, and abstraction. And I would development of web applications in client side using like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And I have worked on the ASP.NET MVC, Web API, and Entity Framework. And I have worked on Web API handling with jQuery Ajax calls. And in we can use the Entity Framework from creating the model and context to add the database. And I have experience on MS SQL Server. And in MS SQL Server, I have worked on stored procedures, joins, subqueries, and views. And in implementation of web applications, I'm using the Microsoft Visual Studio in 2019. And in testing purpose, I'm using the web APIs using Fiddler and Postman. I'm using that. In Swagger, just I know the just little bit basic, but I didn't work on it. And in version controller, I can use the TFS for the development and maintenance of the project. And regarding my project, I worked on the Auto Manager healthcare system. I'm working on the healthcare domain. And in this project, my role is software developer. And project we can use the Visual Studio 2019 and ASP.NET Web API and C#.NET and Entity Framework. In this project, we can use the 3-tier architecture and jQuery and SQL Server also. In this project, we have to manage the hospital to develop the software. Depends on the cost, and maintenance also. And we all done it manually. The main purpose of this project is we can collect the patient names, and we can register patient names and store the patient details and doctor details also to retrieve these details when required. Like we can use the authentication and authorization process also in this project. And in this management system, we can enter into the username and password also. And in this management healthcare system is a software product designed to improve the quality and management like hospital in areas of clinical process. And in this project we have creating the data access layer. In data access layer we're creating the repository and iReposit, because in repository we can use the implementation process, and iReposit in interfaces we're creating. And we're developing CRUD operations like create, read, update, and delete also. And we have worked on the API controller. And in this project we can add the database. We are using the Entity Framework like a model and any objects also. And in front end we can use the JavaScript validations. And
yeah, okay, it's okay. Then coming to ASP.NET, how many years you have worked on?
ASP.NET MVC, I have worked on 1.5.
Okay, MVC
MVC also 3.
Okay, it's okay. So ASP.NET, what is the things you have worked on, like major things, challenging things you have worked on in ASP.NET, and what you have faced in challenging things in ASP.NET?
In ASP.NET MVC,
Okay, let's simplify. Have you worked on grid view, insert, update, delete?
yeah,
So in the suppose you have a grid view is there, right? In the grid view, you are doing insertion and updation, deletion, right? So there is a thousands of records is there in the grid view. How you are maintaining the paging in there?
sorry, could you repeat again? Can you speak loud?
Oh, okay. There is a grid view, it's there, right? There is a couple of records is there, more than 1,001 lakh records. So you should have to maintain the pagination for that, correct? So how
Yeah.
you are doing that in ASP.NET? Can you tell me the step? What is the you can do it once if you click on first page, second page, third page, what it will happen, where you will store the data, how you will calling the data, each and every click what you will do. Can you tell me that process?
In actually, we're creating the we are using the three-tier architecture layer first, and in this we can uh, database with the data into a, you can display the data in the ASP page, and to select the table rows to display, and the SQL statements which command that pass the database, and we can take the files to workspace, and we can save the data into the database using the jQuery and JSON in ASP.NET, and add this code between the head tags for our page, and next add namespace like using system.web services, and next we can save the method like web method anything, and like public static int like string name or string email anything we can like age also, and in in uh, in ASP.NET, we can use it to store the data files. Like for more information, we connecting the database, and like in database we can request to the query database using following SQL select statements only. In the statements like identifies the product identities like table to query, what is happening like this, and hello,
Yeah, yeah.
and we can use the HTTP request also.
Okay. So what is the difference between what is the state management? Can you tell me?
Sorry.
State state management.
Okay, state management. State management.
Yeah.
Yeah, state management is we are using in GSOP like object page and ASP like it is stores the information our application in state control and objects in the application, because ASP.NET web applications are stateless, like
How many types of state management will be there?
type. Um, uh, I'm using the two types.
What is the session state management?
Hello.
Yeah, what is the session state management?
Sys- Sorry. Actually, session statement we are using the data we can use the session variables in ASP.NET pages for the first and last name of the user to set the values from the text box controls.
Okay.
And a session can store the value on the server, and it supports the any type of objects. In sessions are best state management because it stores the data as a client based only. Not only it stores the data as a client based.
Okay. Have you worked on SQL Server?
Yeah.
Can you tell me the transaction? What is the transaction?
Sorry.
Transaction.
Okay. Transaction in SQL. It is the unit of work, it is performed against a database, and transactions are units are logical order, and it is automatically by some sort of the database, and sort of the program. Like the transaction is the propagation of one or more changes to the database.
Okay. Yeah. So, what is the store procedure functions difference?
Store procedure and function differences. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 minute. Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Sorry. Functions. Yeah, function is used to calculate the results, like using the inputs, and the procedure is used to perform the certain task of the order. And a function can be called by a procedure, but a procedure cannot be called by a function.
Okay.
And a procedure allows the select as well as the DML, like insert, update, delete statements. And a function allows only select statement only. And procedure cannot be utilized as select statements, and functions only can be embedded in a select statement.
Okay.
In procedure is a block of code, like it is called the perform a task, and function a block of code that is a will return the one or more values in function.
Okay. With my interview, do you have any questions on this?
No.
Okay.